Today in the last hour, Meghan has released her new podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, starting with the CEO of Bumble, Whitney Wolford. Well, journalist Ayesha Hazarika joins us now alongside our Jo Elvin. Good morning, ladies. Literally, it's just like we say, dropped really recently, so we're kind of picking our way through it. Just at first listen there, she certainly sounds, I think, much more confident and kind of calm in her own skin right now. She kind of knows what she wants and she's happy to talk about it without caring what others are thinking. I think she's owning her time.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I think she's, decided that she wants to leave the past behind in terms of all the sort of drama of the royal family. And she's very much leaning into sort of being this businesswoman. She's kind of spotting where the gaps are. I think, I was on talking about her TV show, which was kind of, I know it got a lot of criticism. I didn't love it, but she's quite savvy at spotting the trends. So the kind of trad wifey trend is quite in at the moment. And now, she's obviously sort of, there's a big market for female businesswomen, female entrepreneurs. And this idea of, combining family and building business, which is not new by the way, but, it's having a bit of a moment. So I think this is her, I think, unashamed sort of commercial building her brand phase. And you might not like her, but fair play to her. Why not?
Yeah.
She's so busy, isn't she? And I think it's like, because we know that reports are that Prince Harry is very uncomfortable, reportedly, about this idea of making money, and particularly in commercial realms. So that's why I feel like she's like really out there and throwing things at a wall to see what sticks and what works. But I think also what will be motivating her, and I think the royal family, a lot of people might be surprised, but I think the royal family really will be rooting for her to do really well, because the more successful these ventures are, the less pressure I think there'll be from places like Netflix for them to keep doing the things that were successful, i.e. moaning about the royal family. Yeah. So I think it's, hopefully it's a win-win for everybody.
And I also think after, what was a very vicious time here, and I know Prince Harry's back today and we might sort of talk about that in a moment, I think for her as well, there's probably a certain amount of, I want to move on with my life, but also the best revenge is actually to get out there and do really, really well and make a ton of money and be my own woman in my own right. Nobody can take that away from me. So I think you're so right about what you've just said, Jo. She's so out there. She's obviously, trying so many different things. She's trying to diversify. She has I think a sort of shop online where you can go and buy clothes and things like that. I mean,
sadly, there's
everything.
There's mixed reviews on the jam, apparently. Some people think it's a little bit thin. It's too expensive for me. I can't afford to buy it and try it, but it's sold out as well, though. So yeah.
Well, this is it. She is unashamedly, owning what she's doing right now. And you talk about the commercial side of things. That's kind of what she did before all of this, isn't it? That was her world.
Yeah, and I think what we sometimes forget is she is very much a self-made woman. She was an actress, on a big show, not an absolute box office show, but like a big. She's a hustler, right? Her sort of DNA is she's a hustler, and I know people that knew her before she hit the big time, and she was over in London, and she was, hustling as well. She's obviously wants to do well. She's unbelievably ambitious, but that's not a bad. Sometimes when we describe women as ambitious, people are like, "Oh, that's terrible. Why shouldn't she be ambitious?"
Well, she's clearly ploughing on in spite of what Harry is going through, like you say, back in court. This won't be.
He loves it there. Doesn't he?
It just can't. I mean, he's here, and obviously King Charles, they're on tour at the minute as well. So again, there will be no bumping into one another in the streets of London anytime soon, clearly. But it's another it's a worrying, unwanted chapter, surely. No one, you say he's loving it, but really, who wants to get back into court again?
Although I think the thing with Harry is that, and I got the chance to spend a bit of time with him just after he left the UK for the first time, and he came back, and he asked me to do a conference with him. We had a big chat about everything that was going on. He is somebody who I think if he feels that he's been wronged, maybe it's because of what happened to his mum and all that sort of thing, he does want to try and kind of see things through. And I think what's interesting about the court case today is that, he is going to say, look, because I'm sixth in line to the throne, I feel I do need some protection. It is fair to say that when they left, Scotland Yard said that they had one of the highest levels of threat like threats against them, of any high-profile couple. He is offering to pay for his own protection, which I think is sometimes missed in some of the media coverage. But let's see what happens. He has been very successful in court, I has to say, up until Yeah, he has been. He's had a good run in court, so let's see how this
He loves
goes.
it. He loves it. They'll be happy tonight.
Right, this is much more important. There's a hidden meaning behind our footwear.
Apparently
and
so.
how we wear it.
I don't know where they get this stuff, but apparently,
Jo,
yes.
you are the fountain of all knowledge on this.
I
thought it was you.
It does sort of like, you know, say a lot about your personality. Because like my love of a flat shoe is because I've got very bad knees, and that's all you need to know, really. It's like I haven't got time to be tottering around anymore.
So if you could wear a heel, though, would you choose the heel?
Well, apparently,
above
if I wore a heel, it would mean that I don't just walk, I command the ground. My confidence is as high as those heels.
Oh, really?
So that's you.
Yes, that's me.
your
Oh, yeah,
heels
I'm just
today.
commanding the ground.
Conquer the world, Christine.
There we
but
go,
First,
yeah.
let me conquer this cocktail. Let's just check what she's got in her mug there.
Yeah, I
Just
will.
very quickly. I mean, flat sandals, apparently the footwear equivalent of a deep breath and a shrug that says, life is too short for blisters. Quite agree.
Do you agree with this? What do you wear to the House of Lords, Ayesha?
Well, I have to say, I'm glad you're not looking at my feet. This morning, because I'm really tired, and I'd love to wear heels. I just can't do them anymore.
Can't do
so I've
them.
actually put my scruffiest trainers today. I thought no one's
Ayesha,
going to be
I
talking
think
about our
your
feet.
shoes talk about a busy woman who hasn't got time for nonsense. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A serious person, exactly.
Exactly.
I did. You have to be smart in the House of Lords, but I did get told off once because I came in wearing jeans, which I thought were quite trendy with a slight rip in them. Oh my goodness! I got told off by about 8 different people. It got escalated to the most senior part of the House of Lords, and I got a proper telling off. I felt I was about 15.
Oh,
I'm
Jo.
amazed you weren't sent to the tower.
Absolutely.
It's terrible,
They
isn't it?
won't
I mean,
like
is
your
it-
double denim segment later on, will
Listen,
they?
I'm going to turn around the House of Lords. But we found, I've always thought, where is the last place you can't wear denim anymore? And now we know.
We found it.
No, we know. You see, she knows everything.
This is the reform we need in our constitution. Let us wear
100%.
jeans. Let them eat
We'll
cake.
start
Let
it
us
right
wear
here.
jeans.
Do the good work. Do the good work.
Hi there, thanks for watching our YouTube channel where we upload new videos every single day. You can click here if you're interested in this video or head to the homepage for some more amazing content.